Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. First things first, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who's subscribed to my channel so far. And for those of you who have been watching and you haven't subscribed, or it's your first time and you haven't subscribed yet, you are on a long tin. So take the next step and please subscribe and watch my previous videos and share with friends and family. Thank you in advance. So now let me just get straight into it. Yeah, picture this. I was told this story a while back, and although it was told to me as a hypothetical story or situation, but I know that it was a true story. And aside from that, the nature of the story is not such that it's so unique. Yeah, it's something that a lot of people experience on a daily basis. All right. So this is the story. A guy and a girl get talking, they talk to each other frequently on the phone, they're liking each other's vibes, they're beginning to feel each other, they enjoy each other's company, they enjoy each other's conversations. Something is definitely brewing between the two, and nobody has bothered to ask, are you seeing someone? Not one of them has asked the other if they're seeing someone or not, or if they're in a situationship. Like, no one is trying to even label what they have between the two of them. They're just trying to ignore whatever is going on. And then all of a sudden, out of the blues, a guy turns up or a girl turns up, and now questions are beginning to come up, like, why didn't you tell me this before? Why didn't you tell me there was someone? Or blah blah blah. So the question then was, who is at fault in that sort of situation? That was the question, and that's what led me to do this video today. I don't know if I'm going to tell you the answer at the end, but I think I am. All right, stay tuned. Now that's the story, that's the situation, and I do have an answer slash opinion just after I delve into the distinction between relationship and situationship. What is a relationship? Now, the word relationship is rather broad because it can represent the connection between a parent and a child, between couples, between friends, between business partners, and so on and so forth. But in the context of my topic today, let's narrow it down to the connection between two people who are romantically involved. So when we say two people are in a relationship, we mean they are an item, they are exclusive, they are courting, hopefully. So everyone knows that John and Jane are in a relationship, they are an item. So when we see John and Sarah, especially in a compromising, situation, we know John is cheating. That is what a relationship is. Relationship here means we're dating. It means I'm accountable to you and you're accountable to me. We are accountable to each other on our whereabouts. It means you're my best friend before everybody else. It means both of us are each other's confidants. It means that when we don't see John, we know we should ask Jane. It means that when we don't see Jane, John is the man we should ask. It means that when people ask us, are John and Jane in a relationship, we can answer without a shred of a doubt in the affirmative that John and Jane are indeed in an exclusive relationship with each other. And that, my friends, is what a relationship is. If you want any other definitions, please visit your dictionaries. Now, the next bit is situationship. What is a situationship? In the case of a situationship, logically, there is a relationship, and that relationship is that there's no relationship in the sense that we defined before. And yes, I know that situationship is very complicated, and that is why nothing is defined. Nothing is defined because no one wants to label the relationship. A relationship comes with many responsibilities and accountabilities, but people in a situationship, they want the perks of a relationship without the burden of being responsible or accountable to anyone. In a situationship, no questions are asked. You see the other person with a girl or with another guy, you're not supposed to make it your concern. You're not supposed to question each other's whereabouts. You're not supposed to snoop on each other's phone activity or social media activities. In a situationship, people just want to have like the friends for benefit kind of arrangement. They want to have the sexual intercourse on demand. Yeah, maybe even have conversations every now and again, but with no judgment. People get into a situationship for all sorts of reasons, and I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to judge anyone. But if you find yourself in a situationship and you're beginning to catch feelings, you're better off doing one of three things. Your number one option is to call it off. Your number two option is don't call it off, but be ready to accept everything that comes with a situationship. Your number three option is maybe now you're beginning to really catch feelings. Maybe this is the time to have a serious conversation with the other person and see if they're willing to define the relationship. Maybe they even feel the same way. It just takes one person to say something. So maybe they feel the same way, but you don't know until you have that conversation with them. But if they are not willing to, catch feelings the way you're catching feelings, you guys to accept option 1 or 2 and leave it there. Hopefully now you can tell the difference between situationship and relationship. Remember the story I told you at the beginning of this video? I'm going to now give you my opinion on who is to be blamed. If the relationship was never defined, it's a side piece or it's a serious one that does not necessarily need to be defined. There's just the unwritten agreement that both people are committed. If it's the former, that is side piece, I don't expect anyone to be in their feelings when a guy or a girl suddenly shows up because no one asked questions in the first place. If you wanted to know, you should have asked. Although in this case, it may still hurt to know that you're sharing someone, but still, you're not allowed to raise hell if secrets come out because there was never a promise of commitment. If it is the latter, that is a relationship that wasn't defined, it should still be treated like a relationship that was defined and properly labeled. And things were spelled out from the beginning, because not every relationship starts with the usual, can you be my girlfriend or can you be my boyfriend question. Sometimes people just go with the flow and it is set. You're not allowed to see other people. End of. So that's my answer to that question of who is at fault in that story. So I know that a situationship can somehow feel like a relationship and you expect some level of trust from the other person. Yes, there is the unspoken level of trust that is expected. But in a situationship, it's not a right. If it comes, it comes. If it happens like that, it happens. It's an understanding, but it's not a right. So even though nothing was asked, things are still advanced between the two people. And at this point, someone should say something out of respect, out of courtesy. But no one really should get angry or lose their temper or get in their feelings when stuff comes out. My advice to anyone in a situationship, once you see that you're beginning to catch feelings, you need to sit the other person down. You need to have a discussion with them. All right, because you might be thinking, oh my God, I'm beginning to like this person. I think they're my kind of person. I think I want to settle down with this person now. I think I want to change the game. And you're beginning to see children running around in your future guardian, So best thing is sit down with them and have a discussion with them, because as you're seeing children in your future, they might be thinking to themselves that they are in a situationship for real, which is what the situation is anyway. Anyways, guys, thanks for hanging in there with me today. Thanks for watching the video. And for those of you who watch to the end, mwah, love you all. I hope you enjoyed my take on the story. I hope you enjoyed the topic. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to share the video as well. And yeah, hopefully there are more videos to come like this and even better. All right, see you next time, guys. Bye.